Hi. Welcome to our company Workplace Safety Induction Program. This workplace safety training and induction has been designed to help you identify hazards, assess risks, and implement controls. Reduce the likelihood of you being injured at work. Reduce the likelihood of others being injured by your actions. At our company, we uphold your work safety as the most important aspect of your work. We would like you to be attentive and make safety at work a way of your life. You're responsible to keep yourself safe and ensure that the work you do does not cause harm to anyone else. It is also important to remember this includes any action or inaction which may cause harm. There are specific codes of practice or guidelines for most type of work, and they should be read through regularly and need to be followed always to help us confirm that you are competent to do specialized work. General PPE. All the workers are given personnel protective equipment, and it is mandatory that to enter the yard operational areas, you must wear following personnel protective equipment: hand gloves, boiler suit or safety clothing, safety shoes, safety mask, safety helmet, safety glasses, especially in case of getting close to cutting operations. Safety Awareness Program (GMB card). You should be a GMB card holder to work at our yard. All GMB card holders are trained and certified by the Gujarat Maritime Board (GMB). You should also have gone through our safety induction program to qualify to work for our yard. Yard layout. First and foremost thing you should do when you step into the yard is to get a mental picture of the yard layout so that during any emergencies you know where to go and what to do. Our HSE manager or safety officer will show you around the entire yard to familiarize you with the layout. Always use the pathways to go around the yard. Efficiency and safety in industrial operations can be greatly increased by careful planning of the location, design and layout. There are OSHA signs including danger signs, caution signs, warning signs, notice signs and many more at appropriate places in the yard. All barricading should be adhered to strictly. Our company follows a strict policy of no smoking, no drug use, no alcohol use. No person below the age of 18 years should enter the premises. Emergency preparedness. In case of any emergency, an alarm will be sounded. On hearing this alarm, all the workers have to assemble at the assembly point.
आप सभी कामदार मजदूर भाई असेंबली पॉइंट में आके रिपोर्ट करेंगे.
The workers have to follow the instructions of the safety officer and exit through the emergency exits. Fire emergency. We have an in-house team of trained firefighters. Learn to identify them by their armbands and helmets.
गेट सिक्योरिटी को सूचित किया जाता है कि अपने प्लॉट में दरिया किनारे आग लग गया है, इमरजेंसी सायरन को ऑन कर दें। क्या है, आप सभी कामदार मजदूर भाई असेंबली पॉइंट में आके रिपोर्ट करेंगे।
फायर फाइटिंग टीम को इन्फॉर्म किया जाता है, फटाफट घटनास्थल पर जाइए।
In case of small fire, you can use water buckets, sand buckets, fire extinguishers present at various locations. In case of big fire at the yard, the trained workers shall take their respective positions and do the firefighting. No other untrained person should interfere unless specifically asked by safety officer. In case the fire is out of control, immediately call the fire brigade. The number is 101. Medical emergency. We have an in-house team of trained first aiders. Learn to identify them with their armbands and helmets. First aid kits have been provided in the Occupational Health Center, near the winches and also on the ship. Please ask the first aiders to assist in case of small injury. In case of bigger injury, immediately call the doctor. Please remember that first aiders is only for first aid and not a doctor. Work permits. Work permit system is an important element of safety management system, and implementation of this in true spirit shall help in ensuring a safe working environment, thereby reducing possibility of injury to personnel, protect property, avoiding fire, explosion and adverse effect on environment. The permits are given by respective supervisor in presence of the safety officer, and a checklist of all precautionary measures needed to be taken before, during and after completion of work. Hot work permit. The gas cutter have to take the below precautions. Check the area for which the permit is issued. Check for any leakages in the gas pipeline. Check the flow of wind. Avoid flames or sparks to go towards the LPG cylinder. Maintain adequate distance with fellow gas cutter to avoid injury due to flames or sparks. Ensure that all firefighting equipment like water, sand, fire extinguisher, etc. are accessible to you. Entry in confined space permit. Please ensure that the confined space has adequate oxygen levels. Please use a lifeline so that it can be used in case of emergency. Working on height permit. For any working on height, please use safety harnesses and belts. Please ensure that the equipment is properly secured. Also have a periodic checkup of this equipment to ensure their proper condition. Preventive measures. The following are the preventive measures you must take to prevent any accident inside the yard area. Stay away when winch is under operation. During winch operation or pulling of blocks towards onshore, you are not allowed to work in this area, neither in the area where a block could fall onto, nor its vicinity of stressed ropes. During winching of big blocks, no worker is permitted to enter the area between winch and ship or the pulled block. During actual winching of ships, multiple pre-tested cables and winches will be deployed. The strain will be monitored constantly and the winch is operated within safe working load. Keep distance from crane movement areas. Whenever crane is under operation, nobody should go near the place of working. The crane operators should also be careful to avoid any mishap. The blocks should be properly hooked to the crane. At all times, safe working load limits should be followed. Safety notification to neighbors. Some activities might influence other yards nearby. Example, falling of blocks. For preventing adverse effects for external workers, you should inform potentially affected facilities prior to starting work. The managers of other facilities must confirm receipt of information in writing and to inform their employees and take precautions accordingly. Checking wire rope, winch, crane. The supervisor on site must ensure that the wire ropes and chains used are in good conditions and are capable to pull the ship to the shore. In case you have any doubts or need any clarifications, never hesitate to contact the HSE manager or safety officer. Thank you for being part of the Safety Induction Program. Your safety is our top priority and an ongoing commitment. Let's make your place a great place and a safe place to work.